Welcome to Westview High School. Dan Byler here on LaGwanaMedia.com, bringing you Westview Warrior Junior Varsity action as they take on our neighbors from the south, West Noble High School Chargers. First game of a doubleheader tonight. I'll be bringing you all the action here on LaGwanaMedia.com. Just about to introduce the Westview starting lineup. Camden Yoder, as always, in there as a point guard. 5'7" freshman. Jethro Hostetler, a 6-foot sophomore. One of the forward spots. Another guard spot going to be covered by freshman Owen Brill, 6-foot freshman Owen Brill. And Brady Lehman, a 5'11" sophomore. And in the final guard spot will be Wade Springer, a 5'10" sophomore. Kenton Weaver at the helm for the Warriors. The JV coach for West Noble, Tyler Schuler. Brady Lehman will be jumping up against Luke Skimmerhorn. Luke Skimmerhorn's listed at 6'3". Tip controlled by Lehman. Springer chases it down. Back across the timeline. Looks like Chargers are set up in a man-to-man defense. Inside to Hostetler quickly. Lehman up top, over to Springer, down to the baseline to Brill. Brill looks inside, gets it to Lehman. Lehman drives in, nice little pull-up, up and in. So the Warrior JV team is at 15-2 for the year. Their only losses coming to East Noble and the very first game of the season against Bethany. Long three put up, no good. Lehman pulls down the rebound and throws it away. Not quite sure what happened there. Looks like he just tossed it. So turnover Westview. Chargers will get another chance to score here. 6:21 to go here in the first quarter. Ball into David Sloan, a 6'10" sophomore, top of the key. Whips it down to Andrew Jolie, a 6'2" junior. Working it around and driving hard. Putting it up is Sloan. Didn't get the shot, but they got the ball back, and ball put up and in by Andrew Jolie. First 2 points for the Chargers this evening. West Noble's setting up on a press there, trapping press. They had 4 guys across midcourt. Springer did a nice job just driving into the middle of it, and the foul picked up there. Foul called on Kobe Yoder, his first, team first. Ball, rocket pass inside from Hostetler to Lehman, a little too far outside for him, could not control it. Chargers will be bringing the ball back the other way. David Sloan with the ball, drives the right side, hands it off now to DeBay. 21, that's Yoder. Jolie with the ball, passes it inside, right back to Jolie. Looks at the three, no good. Knocked out of his hand by Luke Springer. Wade Springer, but will be triggered inbounds again by the Chargers underneath their own basket. Shot put up there by Jolie, no good. Camden Yoder with the rebound. Quickly across the timeline to Springer, down to Brill. Back to Springer, the left wing. Yoder around to the other side on the wing, kicks it across out to Springer. Brady Lehman in the right baseline, drives in, kicks it out to Brill. Brill takes a three, but there's a foul called first on the floor. It's going to be called on Jordan Esch. It's his first, team second. Camden Yoder to trigger it in on the left side, right underneath our own basket. Lobs it into Braden, couldn't get it to go. Springer with the rebound. Quickly around the horn. Looking inside, can't quite get to him. Work it back around the other way. Hostetler on the baseline. Camden was open underneath. Quickly moving the ball quickly around the perimeter. Lehman looking for somebody to come help him. Camden comes out, helps him out. Springer, Brill down on the far side, inside to Lehman, up and in. Those are about 100% for him right there. 4-2, Westview up by 2. Sloan, that was off of Sloan's foot. Yep, and they were going to call it that way. He never even tried to go after the ball. I think it took him a second to realize he had touched it last. So turnover Chargers, and Westview will be bringing it back the other way. Lehman on the left wing, across to Springer. Camden Yoder on the right baseline, takes it up top to Hostetler, across to Lehman, down to Brill. Looking inside, now back across the top again. Camden Yoder to Hostetler, to Lehman on the right side, right wing. Springer, top of the key, fakes the 3, passes it off to Yoder. Yoder looking inside, back out to Owen Brill. Brill to Springer, inside to Camden Yoder. He's going to dribble it back out of trouble. Resets it. Looks like Westview's going to be pretty patient working the ball here to make sure they get a good shot. Hostetler, top of the key now. Leaving Wade Springer wide open. Takes the 3. Did not get it. He ended up on the floor. I looked away. I didn't see how much contact there was. Owen Brill got a piece of that board, but on the alternating possession, it's going to be Charger basketball. Across the timeline. Sloan passes it down underneath. Knocked away by Brady Lehman. And couldn't quite chase it down. So we had knocked it away but never did control it. So that means West Noble will be triggering it in on the baseline on the right side. Out to Sloan. Sloan drives, pulls it back out. Oh, sorry, that's not Sloan. That's Yoder. Sloan now drives inside, gets the ball to drop. Sorry, that's number 13. So we're set up top tonight instead of down low. We had trouble with one of our cameras, so we had to set up a little different tonight, and it's a little harder to see everything down here. Lehman with another shot, point blank range, puts the Warriors back up by 2, 6-4. Lehman with all our points so far. Sloan drives the right side. He's going to throw it up there. Couldn't get it to go, but I think Owen Brill's going to be called for that foul. That'll be his first and the first against the Warriors, and that should put Sloan at the line to shoot a couple. So they have 2 Sloans listed on the roster. One's a sophomore, one's a junior. Don't know if they're related or not. This is the sophomore. Missed that first attempt. Second shot up. This time it's good. Westview still up 1, 6-5. Springer motions the other guys off. Quickly down across the timeline. Jolie on him. Springer looking inside, gets it to Brady Lehman. He's going to have another shot inside. I thought they weren't going to call the foul there for a second. Had a guy hanging onto his arm. Doing a nice job getting the ball inside to him. The foul's going to be called on David Sloan. That'll be his first. 4th on the Chargers. 4 different Chargers with one foul apiece here with just under 2.5 minutes to go here in the first period at Westview High School. Brady Lehman gets his 7th point of the night. So right now we've got Brady Lehman 7 and Chargers 5. Second shot is also good. 8 points. Substitution coming in for the Chargers is Zach Huff, a 5'8 sophomore. Also for Westview, Brant Norberg, 5'7 junior, checks in. Norberg came in for Springer. No, Springer's still out there. Brill came in for Brill. Skimmerhorn dribbles it across the right side, looking inside. He's just going to take that 15-footer. No good. Lehman gets the rebound, throws it away though. Trying to get it back into one of his teammates. So Chargers will get another shot at it. Jolie passes it to Huff. Huff across to Skimmerhorn. Sloan. Sloan out top. And Hostetler gets the steal all the way to the other end, slows it up, hands it off to Norberg, across to Yoder. Yoder and Norberg, now down to Hostetler. Hostetler Lehman at the top of the key across to Yoder down to Norberg. And we're going to work it around the top of the perimeter again. Springer with the ball. Hostetler on the right wing down to Yoder. And then Lehman up top all the way to the other end to Norberg. Lehman cuts inside. Norberg still looking. Uses his dribble now. Off to Springer. Yoder. Hostetler. Norberg. Doing a nice job keeping that ball moving. Lehman kicks it across to Camden Yoder. He'll take a three if he's left that wide open and hits it. So the first Warrior other than Lehman to hit points here in the first quarter. Westview up by 6, 11-5 with about 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Huff dribbling that front with Yoder on him. Across to Skimmerhorn, top of the key. Long pass. Shot taken by Jolie. Or maybe it's Jolly. Hits the three. 8-11. Westview still up by 3. Springer down to Hostetler. Yoder, top of the key, extended. 17 seconds. Looks like we're going to wait for the last shot. Huff comes right out on him. Needs some help. Norberg had Sloan step in and steal that pass. 10-11. Westview up by 1. Hostetler gets a 2 to drop just at the buzzer. Puts us up by 3. 13-10. End of the first quarter. Thank you all for joining us here tonight on LaGwanamedia.com. So the Junior Varsity Warriors have had a great season so far. They bring in a 15-2 record into tonight's contest against West Noble. In their last outing last Friday evening, they took control from the tip and ended up with a very comfortable 60-30 win, with a good portion of that final quarter being played under the running clock mercy rule. Tonight's game brought to you by Weaver Furniture Sales with 2 locations in Shipshewana. Our halftime sponsor is Lehman Insurance and Financial Group. Their passion is protecting yours. This evening's game also brought to you by Dale's Dependable Handyman Service. Call Dale at 260-463-3970. Yoder Crossroads, located at the southwest corner of State Road 5 and US 20. Tiffany's Restaurant, East Lake Street in Topeka. By Stutzman Power Equipment, US 20 West in Shipshewana. Height Auto Body, US 20 West in LaGrange. Freedom Finish Works in Topeka. Dry Forest Wood Products of Shipshewana. By LaGwana, your local creative services provider. By Animal Care Clinic of Topeka, right across from the sale barn. Also, Avail Portable Toilet and Sink Rentals. And by Dutch Blessing Floral and Gifts in Shipshewana and Jerry Standard Service in Middlebury. Tonight's game is a presentation of LaGwana Media. Start of the second quarter, Westview triggers it in. Camden Yoder at top of the key. Across to Springer on the right side, looking inside. Working it across. Camden with the ball. Hostetler, Norberg. He needs somebody to come to him, help him out. Springer is a release valve there. Like West Noble's playing a little more aggressively on the defense, wanting to jump those passing lanes. Hostetler across to Norberg. Back to Camden Yoder. Springer, top of the key. Looking inside. And he's going to reset things. Wide open inside. Brady Lehman up from the left side this time adds to his totals. He's up to double digits. And one of the officials, Dennis Berkey, asking Jolie to tie his shoe. No, sorry, that's Aish for the Chargers. Had an untied shoe. Wardrobe malfunction there. Huff brings the ball across the timeline. Drives to the right, hands it off. Right inside to Aish. Aish, nice job off the board. Couldn't quite get it to go, though. Lehman pulls down another rebound. Norberg brings it across the timeline, off to Yoder. Hostetler on the right wing. Lehman calling for it inside. Couldn't quite get it. Yoder looking inside. Needs somewhere to go. Hands it off to Hostetler. Back to Yoder. And now Norberg. Hostetler on the right wing. Oh, my goodness. Springer just got clobbered from behind. No call. Inside to Hostetler. Fakes the shot. Goes up. Couldn't get it. Norberg gets the rebound. Gets it to Yoder inside. Can't get it to go. Ball batted around. No good. Aish with the Chargers comes down with the ball. Huff with the ball looking down the floor, but then content to just dribble it down the floor. Gets things set at the top of the key. Goes down the left side, drives all the way, puts it up and in. Nice aggressive drive there by Huff. 15-12, Westview still in charge by 3. Across the timeline, Hostetler across to Norberg. Passes up the 3, underneath the Hostetler. Hostetler dribbles it back out. Yoder across to Lehman, down to Norberg again on the right wing. Lehman, top of the key. Springer on the right side, looks inside. Passes it up. Hostetler, nice quick step, drives inside, off the glass. Hostetler with 4 now. Westview up 17-12. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Huff walks the ball across the timeline for the Chargers. Hands it off to Aish. Back to Huff, and then went right back to Yoder. Almost lost it, and they're going to call Springer for a reach-in foul there as he's trying to help him dribble the ball. So Springer picks up his first. That's only the second on the Warriors. Only 5. Well, actually, they only have 3 fouls up there for West Noble, but I've got 4 guys marked, so somewhere I might have given a bonus one. Huff brings the ball back across the timeline. Hands it. Passes it off to Yoder. Yoder looked away before he had it completely corralled, and it just squirted through his fingers and out of bounds. Ball into Yoder for Westview. Quickly down timeline. Huff all over him there. Springer down to Lehman on the right side. Hits Hostetler driving and couldn't get it. He was too far underneath. West Noble ends up with the carom and brings it back down. Huff at the top of the key, looking, punches it down to Aish in the corner. Got Sloan up top, across to Yoder. Yoder is going to back to Sloan. Sloan take a quick step on the inside. He got way too far underneath, but we bailed him out with a foul. I think he's going to get step to the line to shoot a couple here. Foul's going to be called on Owen Brill. That'll be his second, team's third. And in fact, the last time he had I think the last time he fouled was also on Sloan on a shooting foul. So last time Sloan made 1 of 2 from the free throw line. That one would not go in. About halfway down and climb back out. He'll get one more try. Cut into this 5-point deficit the Chargers are seeing. Second shot up and good. Nothing but net that time for Sloan. 4 points for Sloan now. And Hostetler brings the ball down the floor this time. Throws it to Lehman. Lehman had looked away already. He was cutting inside. Bounced off his side. He never had a chance at it. Bounced right into the hands of Jolie. Hands it off to Sloan. Sloan on the right wing. Dribbling it back up to the top of the key. Huff clear on the right side. Fakes a quick dribble inside. Pulls it back out. Hands it off to Jolie out top. Springer on him. Dribbles it down to the right wing, punches it inside, right back to Jolie. He puts up a 3 this time. It hits the strap. It's no good. I think Springer had the rebound, but he's not going to get that stat since it hit the strap. So a little pressure down here. Gets it into Camden Yoder. Everybody else just clears out. Although now they looked like they wanted to trap him, but as soon as he went to the left side, Yoder just walked away, gave up on the trap. Yoder to Brill, Springer inside to Lehman, pushes it back out. He's going to get fouled from behind there. I think that foul is going to be called on David Sloan. That'll be his second. Substitution coming in for the Chargers, listed as a senior. I'm guessing maybe an exchange student. Familati. Springer puts up a 3, hits it. 3 points. 20-13, Westview 7. That might be their biggest lead of the night. They were up 11-5 at one point, which would have been 6. Nice pass underneath. Springer saves it, though, as it squirted through Familari's hands. And Westview set up at the other end. Springer with the ball up top. 2-minute mark here in the first half. Setting up a play. Here we go. Underneath to Hostetler. He had a beautiful pass inside to Brill, but Aish stepped back in time to stop the shot, but he's going to be called for a foul. And that'll be his second. And it'll be Westview's second player to step to the line tonight. Lehman was there earlier to hit 2. So Brill, first one, gets it to go. Brill's first points of the night. 21-13, Westview up by 8 now. 1:55 to go here in the first half. Brill gets his second shot. It's up, and it's almost exactly like the first one. Rattles around, but goes in. 22-13, and Huff brings the ball down the floor for the Chargers. Down the right side to Famolari. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not Famolari. That's 25. That's the other Sloan. Huff to Derek Sloan. And now driving inside. Tried to force the ball up was Jolly and traveled. So token pressure by the Chargers, but Westview threw it pretty easily. Springer up top. Now Brill down to Yoder. Hostetler posting up. No good. Back up top. Now Hostetler on the right wing, looking inside, gets it to Brill. Brill had a heck of a game the other night against Prairie Heights. Hands it off to Hostetler, can't get it to go. Lehman gets the rebound, puts it up and in. 12 points now for Brady Lehman. 24-13, Westview up by 11. Almost have them doubled up. Huff with the ball on the right side up top. Screen set by Famolari. Drive inside by Jolly. Kicks it out to Famolari. He drives, kicks it out to... Okay, so sort of a delayed call there as Famolari drove in there. He had dished the ball up, but he couldn't get himself stopped and ran over one of the Warriors. So he'll pick up his first, team 6 now. Camden across the timeline now kept coming out to trap him, but he just spun the other way, and all of a sudden the trap was totally ineffective. Springer with the ball up top, 20 seconds to go here. Starts the dribble, he's getting counted. Now he pulls it back out far enough to reset the count. Does it again. A nice job of stutter stepping. Ball inside. Yoder forces one up, no good. I think he thought there was less time than there really was. He forced that one a little bit. The West Noble coach is asking why there wasn't a 5-second call, but if you were watching the official, he kept motioning when the count stopped because he had stepped back out. Hostetler puts up 3, can't get it to go, so we hit halftime. 24-13, Westview sitting pretty nice here going into the half.
Remodeling in the near future? Dale Fry at Dale's Dependable Handyman Service is the right man for the job. Get a new look for your bathroom, kitchen, garage, attic, or anywhere else in your house. Dale is fully trained, licensed, and insured. No subcontractors, just Dale and his son, Owen, will do the job. Call 260-463-3970 or visit dalesdependablehandyman.com.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana invites you to visit their expanded showroom filled with a complete line of solid hardwood custom-made furniture for your entire home. You'll also find a wide selection of recliners, couches, chairs, and many more home furnishings to suit anyone's taste. Weaver Furniture, located just south of US Highway 20 on County Road 75 North. Weaver Furniture Sales in Shipshewana, family owned and operated since 1989.
Have you ever wondered what the difference is between a Roth IRA and a traditional IRA? Have you ever wondered if you have enough life insurance? No matter where you are at in your retirement planning journey, nearing retirement, or just starting to think about it, we can help you. Our mission is to get to know your needs, your wants, and your long-term goals, and then implement strategies to help you get there. If you've ever wondered about any of these things, give us a call.
Back at Westview High School, halftime of the Junior Varsity Contest. Tonight's halftime show brought to you by Lehman Insurance and Financial Group. Their passion is protecting yours. So halftime, Westview has been holding the lead most of the game. They scored first, traded buckets to start the game. So there was a tie at 2 and again at 4. But Westview was up 6-5 about halfway through the first quarter, and then outscored the visiting Chargers 7-5 to take a 3-point lead into the second quarter, and then only allowed the Chargers to score 3 points in the second period while scoring 11 of their own to get a 24-13 lead going into halftime. Looking at individual scoring right now, the Chargers being led by Andrew Jolly, a 6'2 junior. He hit a 2 and a 3 both in the first quarter to lead the Chargers. David Sloan, a 6'2 sophomore, one of their starters, hit a regular bucket and was 2 of 4 from the stripe, 4 points for him, and then 2 points apiece for Luke Skimmerhorn and then Zach Huff. Zach came in off the bench, so 2 points from the bench for the Chargers this evening. Westview being led right now, in fact, almost outscoring the Chargers by himself. Brady Lehman had 8 points in the first quarter. In fact, he scored our first 8 points on 3 regular buckets and 2 of 2 from the stripe before Camden Yoder had hit a 3 and then Hostetler a 2 to finish out the quarter. But he added, back to Lehman, he added a couple more buckets in the second quarter, so 12 points for him at halftime. 4 points for Jethro Hostetler. He hit a regular bucket in each of the first 2 quarters. And 3 points for Camden Yoder. He hit a 3-pointer in the first quarter. Wade Springer hit a 3-pointer in the second quarter. And Owen Brill was 2 of 2 from the stripe for 2 points for him to round out the scoring for Westview. So at this point, I show Westview 4 of 4 from the free throw line. The visiting Chargers are 2 of 4. I had started keeping stats on turnovers, but lost track of that. So my apologies. At this point, those are the only stats I have. Oh, I guess I could talk about fouls. Owen Brill, the only Warrior with more than 1. He's got 2. 2 of the starters for the Chargers have 2 fouls. That would be David Sloan, number 31, their 6'2 sophomore, and 6'1 freshman Jordan Aish, number 53. At the end of the first period, though, the Chargers had 6 fouls, and Westview had been called for 3. So Westview has, the junior varsity team has had a tremendous year so far. They're 15-2 coming into tonight's contest. Some of the games have been pretty tight, some not so much so. Last Wednesday night when we played Mishawaka, they were facing a 14-point deficit, I believe. It was 29-15 at halftime, and completely turned things around in the second half and came roaring back and ended up winning by 5 or 6. And then Friday night played over at Prairie Heights, and it was pretty much Westview in control the whole way there, and in fact got up to that 35-point lead early in the fourth quarter, which turned the clock into a running clock, mercy rule. And with about 4.5 minutes to go, I think everybody got a chance to play. So some of those guys that put in all that hard work and effort all year, practicing and helping the other guys get better by playing against them, they got a chance to get in and play for over half a quarter. But as I just mentioned, they had that mercy rule going, so there was a running clock, so
they really only played 4.5 minutes because the clock just kept running. The only time it stopped, I think, was on a couple free throw attempts, which is one of the few times that mercy rule where the running clock will stop. In fact, let's see, one of the highlights there, we have an exchange student from Slovakia, Uri Herney. He has only played in 2 games, I think. He played against Hamilton. He scored 6 points that night, and then he scored another 6 Friday night against Prairie Heights. So he had a good game. He actually had a chance for a couple more, but he didn't hit all his free throws. So 3 minutes to go at halftime here. We'll take another break, and then we'll be back with second half action here at Westview High School right after this 2-minute timeout.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail, so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Dry Forest Wood Products in Shipshewana offers high-quality lumber drying with their vacuum kiln drying process. At Dry Forest, we believe in valuing the life of a tree by respecting its integrity and enjoying its natural beauty. Dry Forest Wood Products with over 40 years of lumber drying experience. Located at 4325 North, 675 West in Shipshewana. Call 260-768-7714.
And we're back at Westview High School. Got the band playing behind us, helping get people pumped up here, but we've got both teams back in their huddles, getting ready for second half action. West Noble will get the ball to start the second half. They're looking at an 11-point deficit. They're down 13-24 going into the second half of action here at Westview High School. I didn't have the opportunity to see what the West Noble Junior Varsity record is so far this year. I know that the varsity at West Noble has had a fairly comparable season to what our varsity's had. They're somewhere around the 500 mark, and but that doesn't necessarily mean anything for junior varsity. Tonight's halftime show was brought to you by Lehman Insurance and Financial Group, located on Lehman Drive in Topeka. Skimmerhorn set to trigger the ball in to Huff, looks like, for the Chargers. And second half action has commenced. Huff across the Jolly, down to Skimmerhorn. Skimmerhorn, Aish, whips it around to Sloan. Sloan looking inside. Now he dribbles to the right side, down to Jolly on the baseline. Jolly dribbles it up, throws it in to Aish, back to Jolly, back to Aish, and now he drives to the middle, puts the shot up, no good. Lehman with another board, and Springer quickly down the other way. On the left side, up top to Camden Yoder to Lehman. Brill cuts inside, pass deflected, but Lehman chases it down. Working it around the perimeter, trying to get it inside to Lehman, can't quite do it. Got to try it on the other side, except this time it was Springer down there. Lehman down the middle. Layup on the right side, up and in, 14 for Lehman, and at this point he actually has outscored the Chargers by himself, 14-13. Huff kicks it out to Jolly, hands it off to Sloan. Sloan on the weave, hands it off to Skimmerhorn. Back up top to Sloan. Sloan down to Skimmerhorn on the right wing, punches it inside. Aish kicks it back out to Skimmerhorn, puts up a three, no good. Hostetler blocked out, and Skimmerhorn went over his back there, so Skimmerhorn's going to get called for his first foul. Hey, I just found where I had that extra foul because I had Skimmerhorn down for a foul earlier, but apparently they're saying that's his first. Almost turned the ball over. Westview gets it back. Brill with a nice spin move inside. Couldn't get it to go, though. Aish got the rebound, and then Lehman's going to get called for the foul there. And that'll be Lehman's first, Westview's first for the half. Huff brings the ball down for the Chargers. Across the timeline, Westview in a man-to-man. Pretty much always play man-to-man. Inside to Aish, back to Sloan. He puts up a three, and that time he gets it to go. His first three of the night, 16-26. Springer threw the ball away. Jolly has it. Now Skimmerhorn on the left side. Drives, pulls up, kicks it out to Jolly. Jolly puts up a three, can't get it to go. Lehman, another defensive board. Yoder brings the ball down against Huff. Across the timeline. Springer up to meet the pass on the left wing. Brill on the right wing. Yoder down on the right side. Quickly around, all the way around to the left side. Springer looking inside to Camden. Posting up inside. And Coach Weaver wants to talk things over, something not looking quite right. So 30-second timeout by Coach Weaver of the Warriors. We'll take a 30-second timeout as well.
Tiffany's Restaurant on East Lake Street, Topeka. Mouth-watering home-cooked goodness, all in a friendly down-home atmosphere among friends and neighbors. Different daily specials, all-you-can-eat fish twice a week, scrumptious buffets featuring our fried chicken, and then finish it off with a slice of fresh-baked pie. Eat in our large dining room or carry out at 260-593-2988, and now offering delivery within 10 miles of Topeka.
Second buzzer just rang. Westview out on the floor already. The Chargers just now getting out of their huddle. Westview will be triggering it in right underneath their own basket on the right side. Springer, the trigger man. Setting up on that conventional four corners setup that we almost always use for that kind of a inbound play. Lehman gets the ball on the left side. Shot up, can't get it to go. Springer tried to poke it loose. Jolly had pulled down the rebound. I think Springer's going to get called for the foul. That'll be Springer's second on Westview for the half. So we did get a shot underneath, not quite what we wanted though. It didn't, or probably what we wanted, just couldn't get it to go. Skimmerhorn goes up top. Ace shook loose there as Lehman had popped out to try to help on the screen. Ace's first point of the night. 18-26. Springer lost the ball. Aish is going to bring it, or Skimmerhorn brings it across. Dribble pass to Huff. Hands it off to Skimmerhorn. Dribbling to the left side, now looking inside. Huff on the right side, dribbling. Drives. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of contact there. No foul called either way though. Hostetler with the rebound for Westview. Springer to Yoder across the timeline. Right wing, Hostetler down to Springer, looking inside. Back up top to Hostetler, Yoder on the left side. Left wing, takes it back out top. Springer way out on the right wing. Brill up top. Lehman on the baseline underneath the Springer. Springer up and in, got it to go and got fouled. Springer with 5, a chance to make it 6 for the night. Foul's going to be called on Huff. That'll be his first. It'll be the second on the Chargers for the half. So Springer with a 3 and a 2 so far this evening. A chance to add a 1 to his repertoire. And couldn't get it to go. Jolly pulls down the rebound. Hands it off to Sloan. Sloan's bring it down the floor. That'll be David Sloan. Skimmerhorn, top of the key. Off to Jolly on the right wing. Pokes it inside. They're going to call Lehman for the foul there. And that'll be his second 3 on Westview for the half. So Huff will trigger it in on the right side baseline, right up next to the basket for the Chargers. Gets it into Skimmerhorn, hands it off to Huff. He's going to drive inside and kick it out to the far side to Sloan. Can't get it to go. Rebound gathered in by Aish. Little turnaround 6-footer, gets it to drop. 20-28. Westview still up by 8. Being outscored by 3 for the quarter though. And alternating possession there as Camden Yoder got tied up. Westview will retain possession. They had to be awfully close to a 10-second call there as well. That time we didn't get through the press. Springer brings the ball across the timeline to Brill on the right side. Camden at top. Springer on the left side. Yoder to Hostetler underneath the Springer. Looking for someone. Camden up top gets it to Lehman on the left wing. Springer squirted through his hands, but he's able to corral it. Brill down to the left side on to Yoder, back up to Brill. Hostetler on the right side. Down on the right baseline. Underneath the Brill. Brill puts it up. Can't get it to go. Pulled out of there by Huff. And coming back the other way as the Chargers quickly ahead to Skimmerhorn. Pulls up for about an 8-footer. Spins in and out. No good. Springer with the rebound. Quickly down the other way. Gets it to Brill on the baseline. Needs somewhere to go. Gives it to Hostetler. Can't get it to go there either. Said that Skimmerhorn poked it loose over the top of Springer, so Westview will retain possession. Get another try at the bucket here. Springer triggers it in. Hostetler with the ball. Quickly around the perimeter to Brill, down to Springer. Looks inside. Gonna reverse the ball. Yoder, Lehman, Springer looking inside. Nobody there. Back the other way. Brill takes a 3 on the right side. Shot up, no good. Skimmerhorn with the rebound. Sloan and then to Huff. Huff quickly across the timeline. Inside, Aish gets an easy shot inside. Left wide open there. 6 points for him this quarter. And all of a sudden, it's only a 6-point lead anymore. Westview getting outscored this quarter. Huff's going to be called for another foul. That'll be his third on the Chargers for the half. Brant Norberg checks in for Brill. I think we've only had 6 players play for Westview tonight, and maybe the same. Or no, they've had 7. No, they've had 8 because they had several guys in there earlier. Norberg puts the shot up, couldn't get it to go. Pulled out of there by the Chargers. Skimmerhorn pulls up, shoots a 3, way short. Norberg with the rebound, gets it poked out of his hands by Sloan, and I've got DeBay back in there. DeBay down to Jolly, and I was wondering about that. Picked it up, sort of kept running for a little bit. So turnover, unforced error on the Chargers. Putting on some pressure again. Looks like as long as we rotate the ball through, the press isn't overly effective. Hostetler quickly across. Had Lehman wide open underneath if he could get there. It's going to be called on Skimmerhorn. His second, team's 4th. So Skimmerhorn and Huff both picked up 2 fouls this quarter for the Chargers. 18 seconds to go. Camden Yoder brings the ball back across the timeline. Getting set for a final play of the third quarter. Now he goes. Lobs over the top to Lehman, but a little too high. Lehman had a hard time coming around. His man was playing him hard. 2.4 seconds. Chargers will have to go the length of the floor and try to get a shot off. Long pass. Skimmerhorn blocked by Hostetler. No good. So at the end of 3 quarters of action, Westview still hanging on to a lead, though they were outscored in that quarter 20. They're up 28-22. We'll be right back with fourth quarter action here at Westview High School on LaGwanamedia.com.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Back at Westview High School, Chargers will get the ball to start the fourth quarter. They had gotten it to start the third quarter, but there was one tie up in the middle of that. DeBay with the ball. Picks up his dribble. Springer steps in, steals it. Quickly the other way, up and in for an easy bucket. Springer with 7 now, 30-22. Westview up by 8. Jolly with the ball down on the right baseline. Tries to poke it inside. Aish up top to Jolly. Hands it off to Sloan. Or not Sloan, but he was wide open there. He could have taken the shot. Lehman with the rebound there on the miss by Sloan. Springer bringing the ball down. Across to Yoder, down to Norberg. Looking inside. Uses his dribble, gets it to Lehman. Back to Norberg. And now Springer, Yoder. Just on the left side, Norberg on the right side. Up top, Lehman kicks it out to Springer, but they're saying there was a foul there before he kicked it out. That's going to be called on Jolly. His first 5 on the Chargers. Ball into Lehman. Quickly around the perimeter. Springer's got it. Drives in. Up and couldn't get the shot to go. Sloan brings it down quickly the other way. Sorry, that's not Sloan, that's Yoder. Now Sloan, cross-court pass to DeBay. Keeps his dribble, kicks it out to Yoder. Yoder and Wade Springer gets a hand on the ball and causes the half turnover. Westview will get the ball. Coming back the other way, up by 8 with 5:37 to go here in the first game of the evening, junior varsity action, final quarter. Owen Brill getting set to check back in. Springer on the right side. Norberg up top, across to Yoder, down to Hostetler. Inside to Lehman, goes up strong, cannot get it to go. Boy, we cannot get those shots to drop anymore here in the second half. Huff across the timeline quickly, hands it off to Jolly. Back to Huff at the top of the key, across to Sloan, and now down to DeBay. Down, throws it inside, up top to Sloan. Sloan passes up the shot, hands it off to Huff. Now Huff cross-court pass to Jolly. Back to Huff, another skip pass. Huff drives inside, kicks it across on the baseline, and now Jolly puts up the 3. No good. Hostetler with the rebound, and Huff's going to pick up his third foul of the half, and that'll be the 6th on West Noble for the half. Owen Brill coming in for Norberg. Back to our original starting lineup. Into Yoder, back to Hostetler. Quickly to Yoder, across the timeline, down on the baseline to Springer. Springer to Yoder, Brill. Inside to Hostetler, puts it up, off the backboard this time, gets it to go. Hostetler with 6 now. Pushes it back up to a 10-point lead, 32-22, just under 4.5 to go in the game. Huff drives, dribbles it off to Sloan in the right corner underneath. Aish forces it up, but they're going to call Lehman for a shooting foul. So Lehman will pick up his third all in the second half here, and that's going to put freshman Jordan Aish at the line to shoot a couple. He has 6 points so far this evening, all in the third quarter. He hit 3 regular buckets. Part of that 9-4 quarter, he outscored Westview by 5 in the third quarter. He hits that first free throw. 23-32, Westview still in command. Second shot up, also good. 8 points now for Aish. Springer with the ball, quickly down, races to the other end, pulls it back up. Looks like Huff kicked it, but he kicked it out of bounds. They just called it out of bounds. I guess he figured that it didn't really matter which way he called it there. In any case, it was going to be Westview ball. Springer cut through, almost took the ball with him. Brill with the ball up top to Springer at the top. Yoder on the right wing. Brill down in the right corner. Turnover Westview as Sloan knocked it loose and then threw it back into the hands of Aish. Sloan with the ball. Back to DeBay. Jolly with the ball. Sloan, Jolly inside to Aish, and Lehman tried to get it and ended up completely out of position, and Aish, I think he was so surprised to be that wide open, he missed the layup. Westview ended up with the rebound. Lehman with the ball on the left wing, across to Springer on the right wing. Now Hostetler on the left wing again. Sorry, that's the right wing. Brill with the ball up top and drives on the right side, goes all the way in. Going to get called for the foul there. Had a guy in front of him, guy behind him, so they're going to call it on Jordan Aish, his third. And that'll put Brill back at the line to shoot 2. His only 2 points of the night came from the line in the second quarter. Westview up by 8, 32-24. And first shot a little short off the front of the rim. Gets a second attempt here. Second shot is good. 3 for Brill tonight. Huff quickly across the timeline for the Chargers. Off to Jolly, and hands it off to DeBay, but Coach Schuler wants to talk things over for West Noble. Full timeout. We'll take a 60-second break as well.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 rated reliability of Kubota compact tractors so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months and save up to $1,400.
Does your paint job need a refresh? Got too many dings and scratches? Let Hyde Auto Body take care of it for you. No matter the type of vehicle, motorcycle, trailer, or truck cab, Hyde Auto Body's experienced paint specialists will attend to every detail, so you don't have to. We aim to be #1 in customer service, and your satisfaction is always guaranteed. We're located west of State Road 9 on US 20. Hyde Auto Body, a trusted name in the community for over 20 years.
Back at Westview High School, 3:03 to go here in the game as West Noble triggers the ball in after a timeout called. Huff drives, puts the shot up off the back of the iron too hard, and Yoder with the ball quickly down to Lehman. Back to Yoder way up top on the right side. Hostetler clear out in the left corner. Now he's going to dribble. Looks like we're going to try to kill some clock here. Springer drives in. And I think he's going to have to get rid of it. There we go. At least he gets another 5 seconds now. Calls a timeout. Couldn't get rid of it. So Westview will take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Visit the new Yoder Crossroads Complex in Shipshewana. Start your day off right with locally roasted coffee at 5 Lakes Coffee. Speedy drive-through or enjoy the aroma and coffee inside. Breakfast and lunch at the Corn Crib Cafe offering daily lunch specials and featuring Yoder popcorn. Quality popcorn since 1936. Homemade caramel corn and free samples while you browse our gourmet shops. That's Yoder Crossroads, 5 and 20, Shipshewana, Indiana.
Back here at Westview High School, just under 2.5 minutes to go in the game. Westview still hanging on to a 9-point lead. Second half hasn't been quite so much Westview's to control. Had an 11-point lead at halftime. Got outscored 9-5 in the third quarter. Still had a 6-point lead going into the final stanza, and now up by 9. Springer triggers it into Hostetler. Needs to bring it back across the timeline. And does. So it looks like we're still going to try to kill some clock here. Springer clear out in the left corner up top. Drives inside. Camden. Now to Hostetler. Drives inside, and they're going to call a foul. Not a shooting foul. Well, yeah, it'll be a shooting foul. 1-on-1. That's going to be called on Huff. That'll be his 4th. So Jethro at the line to shoot 1 in the bonus. Jethro with 6 points so far this evening. Kobe Yoder checks back in for Huff. Huff with the 4 fouls, I guess. Maybe going to try to do an offense-defense thing with him. First shot, nothing but net for Hostetler. 7 for Jethro. Pushes that back up to a 10-point lead. Chance to make it 11 if he can hit this one. Second shot short. Gets his own rebound. Takes a little 10-footer, no good. Got it to Lehman. Lehman couldn't get it to go. And we're going to have a foul called, I think, on Owen Brill there on the rebound. So Brill picks up his 3rd. That'll be 5 on Westview for the half. 1:57 to go. Chargers drive all the way in. Nice soft kiss off the glass on the right side. That was by Dubai, and another foul called there. It's going to be called on Kobe Yoder, his 2nd, and that's the 9th team foul. So Hostetler will be back at the line to shoot 1 in the bonus again. First one good. I always think that first one's harder than the second one. You got to make the first one to even have a shot at the second one. And this time he gets the second one to go. 36-26, Westview up by 10 again. 1:40 to go. DeBay brings the ball across the timeline. Drives the right side and almost lost it. And they're going to have a charge called as Yoder couldn't quite control the ball. And while he's still trying to control the ball, he's still moving forward, and he ended up running right over Hostetler. So Kobe Yoder picks up his 3rd foul. And more importantly for Westview, you get the ball back. Hostetler to Springer. Springer across the timeline. Yeah, that time, boy, if they could have, Brill could have made one more pass. We had Brady Lehman wide open underneath. In any case, it's going to be called on Andrew Jolly, his 2nd foul, and that's now the 10th team foul, so Springer will get to shoot 2. 1:21 to go here. Westview up by 10. Springer shooting free throws, and the first one's good. Springer with 8 points now tonight. Pushes it up to an 11-point lead, 37-26. Second shot by Springer, good as well. And coming back the other way is the Chargers. Left side, passes it down to Sloan, punches it inside, right through the hands of Aish. Hostetler for Westview picked up the loose ball. Still trying to kill some clock. Hostetler out on the right side, clear up top. Drives in and now to Springer. Springer drives inside and kicks it out to Camden Yoder. 50 seconds to go. Hostetler's turn. I think, not sure if Chargers really want to foul there or not there. So that's the 4th foul by Kobe. And Hostetler at the line to shoot 2. So Hostetler with 9 points, 5 of those coming this quarter. Make that 10 now. Second player to get into double figures. Brady Lehman had 12 at halftime. He's got 14 overall right now. Second shot by Hostetler also good. 40 to 26, biggest lead of the game for Westview. 25. David Sloan drove in there, got the bucket to go. And ball underneath the Lehman, puts it up, gets it to go. 16 for Lehman. And Chargers down the other way, under 20 seconds to go. Ball up and off the backboard by 21. Yoder, no good. Shot put up by, I can't see his number, DeBay. And Hostetler gets the ball, and he's just going to hang on to it with the last 5 seconds running out. So Westview picks up their 16th win of the season, I believe, 16-2 now. Taking a quick look at the scoring for the Chargers, Zach Huff came in off the bench and scored 2 points tonight. He had a bucket in the second quarter. Luke Skimmerhorn had started. He finished the night with 2 points. Noah DeBay has 2 points. Kobe Yoder, I had 4 fouls, but no points. Derek Sloan had 2 points. 7 points tonight for David Sloan, number 31. 5 points for Andrew Jolly, and 8 points this evening for Jordan Aish, their 6'1 freshman. Westview led this evening by 16 points from Brady Lehman, and 11 points from Jethro Hostetler. 9 tonight from Wade Springer, and 3 from Owen Brill, and 3 from Camden Yoder to round out the scoring for Westview. Final score tonight, 42-28, Westview victorious. Thanks for being with us tonight. As always, tonight's game was brought to you by Weaver's Furniture Sale. Our game sponsor and our halftime sponsor for all our games this year is Lehman Insurance and Financial Group. Thanks for being with us, and we'll invite you to join us back here in just a moment with the varsity contest.